station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And tonight on DC News Now at 5, DC's revised criminal code is now before Congress. Katie Reed gives us an update on where things stand. And power hungry, why a local woman conspired with a Florida man to destroy Baltimore's power grids.
And shoppers, are they loving liquidation? The major markdowns on products when retailers clear their shelves.
And it's been a blustery day out there. Will we finally see those winds calm down tonight? And are warm temperatures here to stay for much of this week? We'll let you know here in just a bit.
Thank you, Damon, and thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 5. I'm Mark Hall. For many, it is the only home they have, but time is running out for dozens of people to vacate McPherson Square. The park is located 2 blocks north of the White House. A camp for people experiencing homelessness has been there for several years. Dave Laval joins us from McPherson Park. Dave, the timetable got moved up for the National Park Service to move folks out. Why?
Mark, McPherson Square is part of the National Park Service. Leaders say it's simply not safe for anyone to camp here. However, one man who does stay at this site told us he will not go easily.
I am not going to leave voluntarily. If they intend on clearing the park, they will have to arrest me out of here.
Daniel Kingery has called McPherson Square home for the last 3 years. He rejects the February 15th deadline to leave the park. For Kingery, it's a matter of principle.
Right now, the park is available to everyone. They want to make it available to everyone except the homeless.
The National Park Service owns McPherson Park. It originally gave the homeless until April 12th to go, but the Park Service told us safety concerns forced the date to be moved up 2 months at the request of the D.C. Office of the Deputy Mayor for Health and Human Services. The Park Service said in an email, quote, high levels of illegal drug and criminal activity impede social services outreach and endanger social services providers, mental health clinicians, unsheltered individuals, and the public. Astria McNeish and Deja Jackson drop off more supplies to the homeless. It's something they do on a regular basis while they attend the nearby Chicago school. They're upset their neighbors will have to move.
It's a tragedy to know that, within this area, knowing that this is the only place that they've really been able to settle, to know that now they don't really have anywhere else to go.
I think it's a failing on the part of the government and the community here that there isn't more that can be done for them.
Bernice Norman has lived at the camp for 4 months. She'll be glad to leave the park.
There's been a lot of things going on here, and they finally stood up and put in a date for it so that everyone can leave. So it's either whether they get housing or it's more people out on the street. Hopefully it's not people.
The National Park Service also told us it's working with various agencies around the district to find people here new places to live and also connect them with services they need. We're live at McPherson Square. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Dave, thank you. New tonight, a Maryland woman and a Florida man are facing federal charges for conspiring to destroy energy facilities, 5 of them in Maryland. That's all according to federal investigators who say the 2 were hoping to further their racist mission. Catonsville native Sarah Clendaniel was working with Orlando resident Brandon Russell, and authorities say that the Russell, founder of a Florida-based neo-Nazi group, planned a series of sniper attacks on Maryland electrical substations. Clendaniel allegedly told an FBI informant that there was a ring of substations around Baltimore that, if taken out, would destroy the city. There was no damage to any of the substations, and there was no service disruption, but the city could have been immensely affected.
In her own words, Clendaniel said she was determined to do this. She added, it would lay this city to waste. Their actions threaten the electricity and heat of our homes, hospitals, and businesses.
If convicted, the 2 could face up to 20 years in prison. And Governor Wes Moore released a statement thanking law enforcement, saying, I want to commend the FBI and our state Homeland Security team for their swift action in preventing a potentially catastrophic attack on several of Maryland's electrical substations. Well, taking a live look outside, the day started with some clouds and peaks of sunshine coming through. It definitely was a breezy one. Heading over now to meteorologist Damon Matson with a check on the forecast. Hey, Damon, warm and blustery, okay, but a far cry from that deep freeze we were in earlier.
That's exactly right, Mark. Yeah, we've had a wild ride over the last few days. We had wind chills in the single digits just back to Saturday morning, and now today we saw temperatures back into the 50s. But it did come at a cost. We've had some blustery winds out there, making it at least try to feel a little bit chillier, but those wind speeds are starting to let up just a little bit. We have wind speeds of 10 to 20 miles an hour at the current moment, enough to make that camera move a little bit there, looking back toward Roslyn, and those wind gusts are still up to about 20 to 25 miles an hour, but even the wind gusts are starting to subside a little bit now as we get more into the evening time. So that's going to be the general trend. We'll see the winds lighten up. We've had a lot of clouds today too, with those northwest winds being so steady. Those clouds will start to break up as well, and once that starts to take place, we will start to cool back down again. We're talking low 40s by the time we get toward the 8 o'clock hour, and later on tonight we are likely to get back down into the 30s here one last time. Now, as we get into this month of February, even more so, we're already a week into this month. We're talking about these days getting longer and longer still. Look at this. We're going to have our first 7 a.m. sunrise in a little while on Valentine's Day, and then we'll be close to our first 6 p.m. sunset by the last day of the month after we gain 51 minutes of daylight. But as we gain this daylight, are we going to get to enjoy it with some warmer temperatures? We'll have a full check of that forecast here in just a little bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. A New York woman has been charged with 2 counts of sex trafficking. 63-year-old Yang Ying is accused of running an unlicensed spa in Rockville, Maryland. Detectives found ads with Asian women in lingerie on a website known to solicit prostitution. Investigators found a victim who said that Ying hired her to provide massaging services and sexual services if she wanted to make more money. Police are asking for any other victims to come forward. A man was found dead in Washington County, and police need your help finding her killer. It happened yesterday afternoon on North Locust Street in Hagerstown. Police found 42-year-old Anthony Latimer shot to death in his car. They believe it's an isolated incident. If you know any information, police would like you to hear from you. We're told the investigation is ongoing. A billion-dollar business could save consumers hundreds of dollars on new or even returned items. Liquidation stores like one near Mount Vernon in Northern Virginia offer customers major markdowns from some of the most popular retailers. That's where we find consumer reporter Ben Dennis. And Ben, given inflation right now, people can really save, but do they have to act fast to find the best deals?
Hey there, that's because those truckloads of products go on sale every single Friday right here at the Black Friday Daily Deals in Alexandria, Northern Virginia, as you had mentioned. Even returned products, some even new from retailers. So how is this all possible? Well, it's the major returns market across this country and the liquidation sales that happen when businesses go out of business. Take a listen right here of some of the environment from today. Sound played when a new pallet of products heads to the sales floor and people literally start flocking to be the first to cash in on them. And management here tells me people spend roughly 1 hour here looking for clothes, kids' games, and even kitchen appliances, plus tech and accessories like phone cases and more. So again, where does the product come from? Liquidation store owners buy truckloads from retailers like Amazon, Walmart, Bed Bath & Beyond, you name it, many without even seeing what the product is inside. And some facts about returns. Well, the National Retail Federation says a record 16.6% of all merchandise sold in 2021 was returned, up 6% from the year before. And retailers had lost $761 billion in sales last year. The NRF says that's more than the federal government's spending for national defense in 2020. And liquidation sales, they largely mean major markdowns for consumers. And I'm told some people resell for profit margins.
You can sell and regain your money that you spend over here and make extra money on the side as well. I know people that quit their job, they just literally come here just to purchase stuff and go sell them online. It can be an iPhone, it can be a laptop, it can be AirPods, it can be big stuff or small stuff, you know, it can be expensive things, it can be cheap things.
And as we mentioned, those products that come into the Black Friday Daily Deals liquidation store, they go on sale on Friday. And this red tape, it's already gone up to block people off from cashing in. We've got crock pots here, kitchen appliances, kid games, you name it. It's here, ready to go when the store opens early at 8 a.m. on Friday. And they promote their products mainly on Facebook. You'll be able to see it there, some daily live streams of the products that are available. We'll have more online about how to cash in and stretch your dollar. DCNewsNow.com. From Northern Virginia, Ben Dennis, back to you.
All right, Ben, thank you. New tonight, a $747 million Powerball jackpot will be up for grabs tonight. No one has won the jackpot since November, which has allowed the prize to grow even larger. The jackpot now stands as the 9th largest in U.S. history. The odds of winning 1 in 292.2 million. $747 million jackpot is for winners who, if they want to take the long payment, that's over 29 years, but most winners prefer the cash, which for tonight's drawing would be $403.1 million.